All right, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So I know it's been a little while since I've done a video, about 3 weeks. I've been kind of clearing some stuff out in this room, reorganizing. We're going to bring another shelf in here so I can, I'll have another flat surface to put more cars on, because I know if you've been on the channel for a while, you'll know that I am out of flat surfaces to put cars on, so I can't really unbox much more stuff, but that being said, that reminds me, if you're new to the channel, which there are quite a few of you it looks like, I saw quite a few new subscribers, so welcome to the channel to you guys. Today's video is going to be a little different. We're not going to be, well, I'll be unboxing this Chevy Blazer. I'm going to try to attempt again to, whatchamacallit, to get all the decals off like I did with this 3500 GMC back here. Because this would be a really nice, it's a 1970 Chevy Blazer from Johnny Lightning. Very, very nice casting, but I'm not really a fan of all the Clue game piece decals. Having some trouble focusing there, sorry. But I basically just want to see if I can get all those decals off of that thing, because that'd be a really cool truck without it. But the main focus of today's video is going to be this guy right here. This Matchbox Cosmic Blues, kind of a cartooned out Dodge Charger. This is a very, 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 very special car to me. I've had this since I was very, very little. If I'm not mistaken, my grandmother gave it to me, or I'm pretty sure my grandmother gave it to me. But I've had this thing pretty much since I was, you know, in diapers. And it's always just been one of my favorites. It's a ridiculous looking car. It's absolutely hilariously cartoonish, but it's kind of cool. So it's I think it's a 1970 Dodge Charger. You can tell by the taillights. Yeah, it's got the twin taillights. I believe that's a 70. But big ridiculous side pipes and flames on the side. But I figured it's in good enough condition to where it almost looks like I won't have to like completely repaint it or anything. I think with a good cleaning, some touch up with like a black paint pen on these chips, you can re-chrome the engine, re-chrome the wheels, touch up the silver paint on the exhaust pipe and the back bumper there, or side pipes, and just do some touch-up work around some of the little scuffs and chips on the plastic. I think I could probably make this thing look a heck of a lot better. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually pause the video real quick and go drill the rivets out for this guy, because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we only have one rivet on this. This is an older Matchbox. You see Cosmic Blues, Matchbox Toys, copyright date is 1972. Looks like a 7 there. But I believe this was a casting from probably the late 80s or early 90s, this specific release. If you're a Matchbox expert, you know, feel free to fill me in on the info on this car. But this spent, you know, the last almost 30 years sitting in a toy box, so always been one of my favorites. So let's see if we can breathe some new life into it. Alright, so we are not fully drilled apart, but mostly drilled apart. Let's get a nice before shot of that, so you guys can see what we're working with here. And sorry, I was actually just taking a picture of that while taking a video. So what's my plan of attack here? I'm gonna leave the glass alone. So I drilled out the rivets for the engine, so we will re-chrome that. And I do apologize, my nails are dirty. I did just get done work, but there's still some crud down in there, a little wet. I did wash it off with soap and water as well, but it seems many years of crud have formed within this surprisingly detailed engine. Like, you've got all four, you've got your intake runners there, supercharger belt, the intake, the what do you call it? Bug grabbers. The intake is actually open, and you can see inside of it. A lot of really good detail on this engine. It's pretty cool. Valve covers are, even looks like there was once a name on those valve covers, like a brand name or something. That's pretty cool. So we'll use a chrome paint pen for that guy, and then I did separate the body from the base. I left the window in because I didn't feel like drilling through the roof. I just wasn't feeling good about that today, I guess. I don't know. Leave it alone. But it cleaned up nicely. It looks a little better, a little less dusty. I think I'm going to try to leave the flames alone and just touch up the specks of black paint, because mostly there's a couple chips that are kind of close to the flames, but hopefully I can touch those up without putting black onto the flames or anything. And then for the base, it's kind of interesting. It's actually a two-piece base, so it's got a plastic piece riveted onto full metal down here, and the bottoms of the exhaust pipes are metal, but the top pieces are actually plastic. So not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. Maybe I'll touch these up with a silver paint pen, make those look a little better, and then try to rechrome the wheels as well. They're going to be a little tricky because they're the tires. I don't want to get any chrome paint on the tires, you know what I mean? And then I guess the rest of this is just plastic here, and might touch up some silver paint on the back here, although I hope it matches properly, because But anyway, let's get started. We'll do the easy stuff first. Let's try and touch up the body. Let's find a black pen. Come on. I know it's in here somewhere. There's the chrome. There it is. Alright. And I know some people are probably watching me right now like, this is, you know, you should be repainting this, or you're doing it wrong, or blah blah blah. I'm trying to figure out how to do this like on camera. A little tricky, but just kind of find any chipped areas. There's a lot of areas around the windshield here. Oh, it looks like a piece of a paper towel, but it's not. It's a chip. Basically just doing touch-up work, you know, a lot of it. Not gonna be by any means a perfect restoration here, but it'll be good enough for me, you know. Okay, let's try to hold this still here. A little bit up there by the windowsill. Got this whole side back here. Already looking a little better. About right in there. Can I get to that without ruining that flame? Yes, there we go. What about up in there? Ooh, touch the flame just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's okay. There. A good 10-footer, you know? Like most of my cars growing up. It looks good from 10 feet away, going 50 miles an hour. Oh, and we touched some paint. That's good. So I'm realizing I'm going to have to leave this alone while one side dries at a time here. So let's put this like so. Like so. Like, no, maybe. All right, that'll do. And let's get started on, we'll do a valve cover on the engine, because I don't want to do so much to where I'm like getting chrome paint all over my hands and everything. But this stuff, this paint does match up to Matchbox and Hot Wheels chrome fairly well, I've found, once it dries. The trick is to let it dry. Blends in nicely. Can you guys see that, or am I just like talking about nothing? Sorry. The annoying thing about these pens is that you have to kind of keep dabbing them on something to keep the paint flowing into the tip, and that can get a little bit tedious sometimes. And there's one valve cover. Wow, that looks way worse on camera. It's like the camera just picks up everywhere the light is hitting it. No, it looks bad in person too, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Put that like that so it doesn't smear. I gotta find a piece of paper or something to dab this chrome stuff on. Sorry, I'm probably just like shaking the whole table right now. Come on. Give me the paint, please. Okay, let's try and do this top up here. Fill that in a little bit. And it's looking a little streaky on the side of that valve cover there. See if I can get some actual, just like liquid paint dabbed on there, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a professional, trust me. If you can't already tell. It looks alright. It'll look good from the shelf, you know? I think I already made that joke. Trying to get some of this to come out of the pen. It's like not really coming out that well, the paint, I mean. It's a little bit tedious. Go ahead and put that down and let some of that dry for a moment. Scoot that over. You can definitely see where the paint is, you know, but I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It definitely looks worse like on camera and under the light than it does to just like the naked eye, so that makes me feel a little better. So we'll go ahead and touch up the top of this spoiler here. Up around the window. Part of me wants to paint in the taillights, but at the same time, I don't think I will, just because they weren't originally painted in on this car, and I'm not exactly going for realism on this thing, so I think I'll just leave them be. Here's the back, looks a little better. We're improving slowly but surely. Let's see if I can just lay this on here, and I'm actually gonna finger there so it doesn't move. Get that whole pillar in one shot. No, I can't pick it up by anything. There's a little chip right there. Nice. That actually went better than I thought it would. Touch up the passenger side. That's looking pretty good. And we'll go right across the front here. Careful. can't touch it anywhere because there's paint on like every edge of it. And I think that is looking a bit better. Let's plop it this way so you can actually see that side there. Oh, I see one more little spot by the window there. A couple more. Don't fall, please. Well, it certainly looks better than it did before. Can definitely say that. Much less missing paint. You want to come over here like this, please? No? Okay. That's fine. I'm not going to touch that too much more. Let's just go ahead and scoot that back over there so that can dry. Our engine is looking a bit more evened out. It looks a little better. Once it dries, it certainly looks a tad better. So, oh, I'm painting my arm chrome. Perfect. Excellent. I just laid my arm in paint. That's good. Now we're going to do the other valve cover over on this side. Again, these big flat areas tend to come out a little streaky, but it does fill in other details nicely. This paint is very thin, so it lays very flat, which is nice. Sorry if you can hear me just like breathing on the camera. Trying to maximize my focusing ability right now. Should probably put my glasses on, but let's see, did we screw anything up on this side? A little bit. Just retouch all that. It's going to be super streaky now. Perfect. And we'll let that dry for a few more minutes. And I've been avoiding the base because I'm nervous about it, because these wheels are going to be really freaking tricky and difficult to rechrome. Should I just leave them black? Nah, I should rechrome them. I should do that. Oh, I got chrome paint on my desk. Excellent. End up looking like the Silver Surfer by the end of this video. Okay, okay. Okay. Just trying to like not get the tire like I just did right there. And right there and right there. Nice. That was really tricky. That is extremely tricky. Yeah, I tapped the tire a little bit. But, I mean, whatever. I've already accepted the fact that this is not going to be perfect. These rear wheels are a little bigger, so they're going to be a little bit easier. Only a little bit, though. I'm running out of paint again. Here we go. Running out again. it's not terrible looking. I wonder, should I risk? Is the risk worth the reward? Should I try and touch that chrome spot with the black pen? Come on. Gently. Oh, there we go. Nailed it. So let those dry. Alright, while we're waiting for that to dry, I'll show you guys. This is the Equate Beauty nail polish remover that I used on the Chevy GMC 3500 back here. Got a couple questions about that video, a couple interesting comments talking about removing tampos from casting. So while this stuff dries, I'm actually gonna scoot this all over here. And that too. And I'm gonna crack open the Blazer here and start trying to get some of those decals off. I'm gonna take just a capful of this, maybe half a capful, because this isn't mine, it's my girlfriend's. If I use it all up, she's gonna be mad at me. And where is my box cutter? Alright, I couldn't find my my Leatherman for a second, so I was having a minor heart attack, but everything's okay. I found it. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack this 1970 Blazer open, and we're gonna try and get some of these goofy Clue, what are they, lead pipe library, yeah. Clue is a fun board game, but I don't like having the goofy decals all over the truck, so give me 1 second. Here, well, let's read the fun facts on it real quick, since we're not really going to be paying too much attention to this card. It says, when Parker Brother bought the U.S. rights to the game in 1949, they sold it under the name Clue. In England, it's known as Cluedo, a play on the words clue and ludo, which means I play in Latin. Fascinating. In Brazil, the game is called Detective, and in Japan, the Mystery Game. In any language, it means classic crime-solving fun. Yeah, whatever. Anywho, let's get the truck out of the box. That's what we're here for, right? Alright, so here is the Blazer. And the character on there is Colonel Mustard. You can see there he is up on the roof. And it came with this heavy-duty plastic chip. I mean, like, that thing's kind of heavy. It's thick. But there's Colonel Mustard, the pop culture coin thing. Yeah, Clue. So that'll go in my drawer here, along with all my other memorabilia stuff. Does this have a removable top? I'm curious. Ooh, classic Johnny Lightning tire there. There we go, that's fixed. No, it does not have the removable top. I do have an opening hood on there for what I imagine is a 350 small block, but all right, K5. Yeah, so that should be a 350 in there if I'm not mistaken. But let's see what we can do about these goofy graphics. Now, if I do screw this truck up, I'm going to be bummed, but it's not going to be the end of the world. So, let's see what we can do here. Ooh, yeah, that's working nicely. Not coming off quite as easily as the decal on the M2 did. It looks like Johnny Lightning might have maybe some like thicker schmutz in their decals. I don't know. It's a little more heavy duty. It's not just like wiping right away like the Fonta graphics on that truck back there. It is wiping away, slowly but surely. Let's try the other end of the Q-tip. There we go. Get the rest of this going here. Does not want to like fully come off. You need a lot of it to really loosen this up. Alright, time for a wipe. Where's a rag? I'm getting a lot of this nail polish remover all over. Ooh, I gotta be careful. There's a Chevy badge right on the front of the hood there that I would prefer not to take off. Oh, I gotta be careful of that. Alright, noted. God, this shit does not want to come up. Alright, I'm going to pause the video and move this camera out of my face. Alright guys, bad news bears. The decal is just not fully coming up here. And it's starting to rub through the paint actually on the ridge of the hood there. It is starting to take the paint off before the full decal comes off. So before it gets any worse, I'm going to... not much I can really do with that. Maybe I'll drill it apart one day and respray it or something, repaint it, I don't know. For now, I'm gonna stick this in a drawer where I can't see it because I'm disappointed that that didn't work. Wish I could do that with all my problems. But anywho, let's get back to our Dodge Charger. Body's looking pretty good and done here. I'm gonna give you one of these. Looks, you know, better than it did before, for sure. Clear coat looks like hell still, but I mean, it's not missing chunks of paint, which certainly looks a lot better. So we're gonna do the wheels on the other side. This side where I touched up the black actually looks kind of okay. Kinda okay. Emphasis on the kinda. But I do want to get some silver in there and just see how it looks across the bottoms of these. Matches up okay. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look terrible. I can deal with that. A little bit. Give it one of these. So it just all is the same color down here. And we'll do the corners of the back bumper that are missing chunks of paint here. And again, I do apologize if I'm like off camera at all, guys. I'm looking at what I'm doing, not what I'm filming, so I'd rather the finished product come out better. But yeah, it kind of touches it up. It's not a perfect match, but you know what they say. Good enough for government work. Or whatever. Am I still getting silver paint here? Yeah. There we go. Whoop, careful. Alright, that looks a little better. Let's get this out of the way before that causes a tragic accident. And what do we want to do? Let's get some chrome onto these wheels on this side. How am I going to do this without touching anything I just painted? I don't know. All my chrome paint's dried up. I gotta do this stupid nonsense again. Just to get some paint out of it. Here we go. There we go. Can't see anything I'm doing. Here we go. This isn't that relaxing, I gotta be honest. It's a little tedious. I know a lot of people find restoring Hot Wheels cars and Matchbox cars and doing customs and restorations to be relaxing, but I don't think I've gotten to that point of skill yet where I can find it relaxing. I still find it quite tedious, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do it, because I still enjoy the results. A little better. Touch the tire again down on the bottom there. Have to hit that with the black. There we go. One more spot up there. A little bit more down here. Just a hair. There we go. Alright, last wheel. The tiny one. Oh, this is so... I'm trying to figure out how to like steady my hand, but there is no good way to do that. A bunch of paint just poured into one of the in between the spokes. Oh, that looks like hell. Oh well. We'll only look at it from the left side. Oh, did it again. Filling in the spokes with paint. Alright. Enough of that. It looks solid. It looks decent. Let's plop the body on. I mean, it already looks kind of better, right? Is it me? That looks a little better. Let's finish up chroming our engine out here. Trying to find like a good place to hold this so I can like, yeah, there we go. This is not the easiest like angle to paint. I'm holding the thing off camera again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like trying to get paint off the side of the pen because it doesn't exactly come out of the tip like a normal device, like you'd expect it to. There we go. You cover like big areas. This is tricky. Let's get the front of it here. Can I go like this? Yeah, there we go. It's better. It's definitely better. Oops, sorry, I smacked the camera again. Let's try and get some around this mouthpiece here. That looks, you know, okay. I just want to get the front of this stuff here real quick. And then we can slap it together and see how it looks. There. That don't look too bad if I say so if I do say so myself. All right, I'm going to very carefully off camera put this on the lift. And there we go. So, like I said, it's not like a full, you know, paint strip down and perfection restoration. I wasn't really going for perfection here. This car has definitely seen some action. It survived quite a childhood, so I don't really expect it to look perfect, but I think it looks good. I think it looks definitely refreshed. You know, chrome's nice and shiny again. No more paint chips missing out of the side of it. It looks really, really bad on camera and under the light. I'm just gonna say that as it is. But, I mean, from where I'm sitting, like, if I scoot back a little bit and look at it, it does look, like, substantially better than how it used to. So, I am pretty pleased with this, and I hope you guys found it at least interesting to watch. It was rather tedious, and that's, like I said a million times, that is kind of why I tend to stray away from the restoration side of things when it comes to die-cast collecting and whatnot. Or not necessarily restoration, but customs in general. I just don't have the steady hands and the patience for the tediousness of it. But, I mean, every once in a while it's kind of fun. It is rather unfortunate that that Blazer didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and that actually ended up ruining the paint job. But if it makes you guys feel better, I do have... There. Another 1970 Chevy Blazer from Johnny Lightning that is probably one of my favorite castings. I know this was in one of my top 10 videos, top 10 trucks or top 10 Chevys or something, and it's got the roof rack on it and everything, cool green. But yeah, unfortunately the Colonel Mustard Mobile is not going to be anywhere on any shelf anytime soon. Like I said, maybe I'll take it apart one day and respray it or something. But that is going to do it for today's video. There's our Matchbox Cosmic Blues touched up. And, here, wait, I got you. If we zoom out, there, if you zoom out, it gets a little blurrier, and it looks a lot better. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's video, guys. So thank you for watching, and make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video.